Hello and welcome to the vocals tutorial by me, Gara. Okay, first of all about the Gara thing, there are so many people, well, not so many people in order to not be so braggy. Okay, there are a few people, let me say, asked me about my last name, Gara. Is it referring to the cartoon character? Well, it does refer to the cartoon character out of the anime Naruto. Actually, I didn't choose the nickname Gara. My friends back in middle school gave it to me because I used to look like him so much. I used to put a thick black eyeliner and to have a red hair. Not to have, but my hair gets red until now. Really, actually, it gets red into the sun, under the sun. So they named me Gar, and I like the definition of it, the meaning of it in the old Jewish language, which means the stone cold and the one with no heart at all. So anyway, that's about my nickname, the Gar thing. And by the way, I have a YouTube channel now. It is in my name, Abd Al Rahman Gara. On YouTube, it's an official channel for me. And now you can watch the tutorial and watch my covers on my page, on my Facebook account, on my official page on Facebook, and the YouTube channel. And the three of them, they are all my name. Okay, now to continue the tutorial. The first technique we talked about is the Deathgrunts. We talked about the three levels we are going through if we are if we are making the Deathgrunts. The taking breath, the pushing out the diaphragm, and then release the breath, release the force out of your body. Okay, in this stage, in this segment, we are going to make some examples for Deathgrunts. Okay, now let's talk about Deathgrunts. Which bands make a great death grunting technique? Let me start with my favorites. My gothic favorite band, my favorite gothic band, which is Moonspell. Actually, Moonspell, they are from Portugal, as you know, and Fernando making an ultimate death grunt. He is an ultimate pioneer, a pioneer death grunter, and I've learned from him actually, from watching him, and then I tried to talk to him on the band official page. Sometimes I failed, sometimes I won, but you know. Another death grunter, another band which made great death grunts are Pelacore, the atmospheric progressive death metal band. Pelacore made such a huge death grunt. Michael Ackerfield from Opeth used death grunts in just perfect way. Also we have In Vain band, and there is a band from Sweden called Ikunin Kamos, which are a progressive death metal band, or progressive / atmospheric death metal band. They are really good death grunter. Those are some examples for bands that make death grunts. Okay, now to do the death grunts. Now, other tips that I can't give you is to be, before you do your death grunts, before you do performing or you're practicing on the death grunts or any other technique, should be feed well. Okay, food gives you the stamina that you need to increase the force, to increase the power out of your body, because if you because okay, I just woke up and I'm kind of lost, so excuse me, and I'm really sorry. So the stamina, the stamina. Why we need stamina? Because uh, body uses so much force in the performing, okay, and in the practicing, okay. The techniques take so much force. Why? Because you are using your whole body to do those things, to do the vocals, okay. That's why you need to be fed well before you start to perform anything, okay. Other tip is to be relaxed, okay, to always be relaxed, and to not be stressed, okay, and just think about that you are going to make it right, okay. You are going to do something good. Don't brag about it. Don't even be so shy about it, because if you do, if you were shy, you will not succeed, and if you were too braggy, you will not succeed either. So we don't need this to happen. We don't need failure. Failure sucks, okay. No one wants to be a failure. So start making death grunts. Okay, you need to breathe well. You need to breathe before you start the performing. You need to breathe for about 20 to 30 seconds, in from your nose and out from your mouth, like, okay. How to breathe well, how to control the breathing, it's so easy. Your shoulders should be stretched, not too tight, and you shouldn't be too relaxed, because if they are relaxed, you will not get a benefit with the breathing they are taking, and if they were too stretchy, then you will making so much force without any usage of it, okay, anything helpful out of the stretching your body. So another tip with controlling breathing is to stretch your body just about the standing still well, the standing technique. Okay, there are also techniques for standing, for how to stand to act. Okay, those are another segment. Maybe I will talk about it later, but not now, because they are just too vast. So, but in short, stand like not a soldier, but just stand like you are an athlete. Let me say, okay? The athletes used to stand like this, stretching your body, stretching your shoulders, not too tight, not too short, and take the breath from your mouth, from your nose, release it from your mouth for 20 or 30 seconds before the performing. Okay. Another thing to do with the death grunts is to use your voice, to use your normal vocal cords, but just about 2 minutes. Why? In order to hear yourself, to hear what you are doing. Okay? Because if we do not hear what we are making, do not hear or understand what we are singing or speaking, then we will not be able to do anything in the right way. Everything needs to be watched, to be shown, to be released on a screen or something or even a speaker, just in order to hear yourself. So let us start now with warming up by the normal vocal cords, not the pitches, but the normal vocal cords stamina, let me say, or the normal vocal cords force. Why? In order to make the death grunts. Okay, I will talk about it just as soon as we finish the warming up. Okay, the warming up is gonna be like this. We gonna start with a low voice, not a low pitch, a low voice. Okay, like that. voice, not in the pitch. The loudness, okay? Like ah 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 ah. Then you need to make some Twitter in your sound. The Twitter should be used as a garage. What is the garage? The garage is the twittering on your throat, the thing. Okay. Now you need to use your normal voice and the twittering in the same time, like okay. You start to make it in low breath, okay, in short breathing, and not too long whiles, not too long time. 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds at each time. Why? In order to be controlling the twittering, to control the voice, to control the whole thing that you are making. Okay. We start with the low voice and the twitter, both. Okay, as lower as you get, as deeper as you get. Okay, the deeper can be used in the growls technique. Now, while you made the twitter and the sound in a perfect way, in the right way, then you can now use the force of the body. Okay, before we using the force of the body, I'm gonna talk about why we are using the normal voice, the thing, because Deathgrunts is about those techniques, not about the normal voice, but about to use your chest and your air pressure to increase a level that is so similar to your normal voice. I mean, if you say ah, well, it should be better, but I'm just told you that I'm awake. I'm just woke up. If you use this thing, it should be similar to your normal voice. It is not your normal voice. It is just the air pressure that is increased by the force of your body. Yeah, let's do it one more time. Okay. Okay. This is not my real voice. This is the air pressure going throughout the throat. It does not hurt in my throat. It does not affect in it at any way. Maybe your Adam's apple will get, maybe it will twitter. It will going up and down very quickly on your throat, but it is not really going twittering. It feels like a twitter in the Adam's apple. Okay, and the Adam's just too lost. The Adam's apple, but it is not the twitter itself. It is just the force of the air that is really shaking the Adam's apple in your throat. So, how to do this thing that I've just yelled? Just too easy. Let us start with taking breath, the first level. Push out your stomach, your diaphragm. Oh, and do not push it out too tight, like you are showing off your muscles to some girls that, oh look, it's my muscles, I am a guy. Yeah. No, just stretch it a little bit out, okay? Not too much out, just in order to push it up, to your lungs, okay? Just to need the force, to need the power. Okay, take the breath in, push out your diaphragm. Push out your diaphragm and then release the air by pushing up the diaphragm through the lungs, like and you will get it. Practice on this technique using the air force through the lungs, through the throat, to twitter the Adam's apple, to increase voice that is similar to your normal voice. As soon as you get that, as soon as you will make the Deathgrunts in just short while and a Thank you for watching. This is Gara from the vocals tutorial Damascus here. See you next time and bye.